What is up, everybody? How's everybody doing today? Welcome to class. We're going to be talking about some motorcycle crashes and close calls. But first, I want to say welcome to the crew of the Aesthetic Outdoors. Became a veteran crew member. It's going to be popping up on the screen. Guys, if you want to become a member, just click that join button like him. But damn, veteran crew status. You don't have to clean the bathrooms like a rookie. Just saying. Uh, how's everybody doing today? I'm gonna be trying to do more of a scheduled classroom sessions. I think Tuesdays and Thursdays are really good, and I might be doing. There's the aesthetic, baby. Woo! And I might be doing weekend versions of this, depending if I'm either out of town or I'm riding with the local crew, like Rainin. Yeah, and Ven. Yeah. Two admins on the Discord, which is absolutely free, guys. Discord's absolutely free. You might want to check it out. But I see Camille. Hey, new member time. Woo, yeah, that's right. You got that beard. Look at all these Richard Moss, Speed Limit. How you doing? Doing great. Been looking at your Instagram pictures, man. Really like the big wide like little Earth angle you got going on there. How you doing, Olivier? Hopefully I said that right. How you doing? You don't mind cleaning the bathroom? Someone's got it. Yeah, that's right. It's all good. I try not to make it messy. Kilroy, how you doing? Tango Mango, how you doing? Controlled Chaos, how you doing? Devin, got your card on rock forms yesterday. Yeah, and I was playing. If you guys watched or looked at my my Instagram, I was talking to my daughter while she was riding her little mini FTRs with this thing. I'm charging my Pack Talk right now, but yeah, this is actually really cool. This is really cool. Cardo right there. They've been really nice. They've been sponsoring the channel for a little bit. Got some Pack Talks right here, and they've been really good. They've been really good to us over here at the crew, and I absolutely love their products. Actually, I had—I don't know if I'm supposed to say this, I had a Cena prior to Cardo, and Ven and Rainin got me into the Cardos. So I want to say thank you to them first. Yeah. Red HS, how you doing? Chris Jewett, what's up? How you doing? Meant to join this crew sooner. No problem. You got a mustache. You start off with a mustache. We're going to be going over some of these crashes. I want to give a quick shout out to 99 Lives, guys. 99 Lives. He comes up with some good stuff. We're going to watch his video first. He has some great editing. You know, he focuses on like some of the good stuff, like not like the arguments and everything. So he pretty much spaces it out. It's not like mixed with, you know, crazy road rage and then some like crashes. It's mainly like crashes, and then a second video is road rage, and a third video is a different thing. So he does great editing. I see what he's doing. I want to give him some love. I want to show him some support. So guys, go to 99 Lives. He doesn't promote, like he doesn't have a commentary on you guys should be doing this bad stuff. He just showcases it. He's like, just here you go, and I love his editing. So just quick shout out to 99 Lives. Another thing is, guys, if you do want to submit your own clips, I am collecting a bunch of them. I think I have like 50 clips now, and I'm collecting a bunch of them so I can do a user-submitted review case. Guys, remember, it takes me a while to review some of these things. I like to do it live, though, for you. So we're doing it live here, but if you want to send it in, check out the links in the description. All those links are in the description, guys. Check it out. Got your course scheduled for next week. Already have my bike, and the channel has helped me with all the tips you have given. And the crashes definitely keep the ego in check. Roberto, exactly. Okay, I want to show you guys why you need to have this training. And then I also want to show you what happens if you don't do what you're supposed to be doing. That's the point of these live streams. Yeah, Dave, I love the Cardo. I love how I'm able to talk to people, and then like my music kicks back on. But as soon as I speak or as soon as they speak, it lowers my music. And then it allows me to hear what they had to say with a little bit of the music in the background. I think it's really cool. Dark Princess, it'd help if you uploaded it to YouTube. Actually, I prefer it, because then that way I can download it from YouTube, and I don't have to download it first then look at it. I can look at it, and if it's something I can use, then I'll use it, and then I'll download it from there. Danger Ranger, how you doing? Robert, use the code for Rockform? Heck yes. I love my Rockform mounts. Seriously, I love this. I use the pop socket adapter too all the time. But that's the magnet right there. I don't know if you guys can see that. That's the magnet. And then it's the pop socket adapter. And then this part right here is metal. So it it'll snap onto all the other magnetic stuff they have. Tony Rain, that'd be cool, huh? Hey, Geico, Progressive, whoever, State Farm, make this a course requirement to get a discount on your insurance. Call me. How you doing, Scooby? A board in the road. Oh wow, that's it. That would be good. That's a real good one. You guys ready? You guys ready? How did the content guys make you mad? Unsure what you mean by that. There's a few things that have been a little interesting lately. But we're going to be watching this real soon. Let's go ahead. But yeah, once again, real quick shout out to, let's see if I can get it to him. 99 Lives. Quick shout out to 99 Lives. Great stuff, man. Great stuff. I just wanted to get the logo up on there. Good stuff. Check them out. Check them out. Oh, Max Wrist. Yeah, there's absolutely no reason to even talk about that, dude. But if I ever do in the future, my lawyers are going to have fun with that one. So here we go. Woo! Escape, 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 escape. Good job, good job. Good. Wow. Yeah, I know. It sucks. Let it out. Let it out. Let it out. Oh, I got it. I forgot I got to get my my pen out. I got to get my pen out. There we go. All right. Let's go ahead and go back just a little bit. All right, so we're in this section right here. Now, one of the things that I want you guys to really focus on when you are traveling around, look at 99 Lives right there. Quick shout out to him. Once again, subscribe to 99 Lives. Anyways, we're going to be riding around. We're riding around, and we don't have good line of sight, okay? So we see this, and that's it. That's all we see. We don't know what's around this guy. And that's one of the big problems with cornering with a bad line of sight. Now, this person right here could easily be a bunch of trees. It could be a bunch of hedges. It could be anything. So in reality, sometimes all you can see is that. So let's go back just a little bit more. Let's go and delete that. So all you can really see is this, and then it's like blocked off. So that right there, whenever I'm riding, that is the only amount of distance, the only amount of space cushion I feel like I can operate in, because that's all I can see. So vision is extremely important. Only ride where you can see, and that's all I can see. So that means I have to be able to stop in this amount of distance. That means I have to be able to adjust and adapt to where I'm going at this amount of distance. So remember, plan your route, position yourself safety, locate specific hazards. This is a hazard, so now adapt to those hazards. And what you could do with this adaptation is, this is lane position 1, 2, and 3. What you can do with this adaptation is, right now we're right here, is that we can move over here in between 2 and 3, because that's going to give us at least a little bit more to look around. Now, I also would not be passing this vehicle, because now we have extra hazards. We got this big vehicle right here. We know we're in a construction zone. I'm pretty sure, I don't know what happened prior to this. It's probably on the original video, is that it did say that there was a lane merging. The far right lane is merging. So what you have to do is just kind of anticipate this. And once you get out of that construction zone, go ahead and go. But right here, we're going to try to make it. We're going to try to make it around. And uh-oh, now we don't know what's happening, okay? So right here, road work ahead. Once again, we got to be very focused on construction. It changes the dynamics and your assumptions of what the road can do and what it's going to do. And right now, we have this guy crossing the line, okay? So at this point, we have to make one or two choices, okay? We have to either decelerate or accelerate to make it. Now, he accelerated, but there's really no space, no nothing to really get into. If this red car wasn't there, it's still very scary, and it's not something I would recommend, but what you can do is get in there and hopefully manage this situation. But we kind of got ourselves here by increasing our speed, trying to make it around these corners. And once again, we don't know exactly what's going on with the rider and what the mentality is with that. But now we have a new situation. Okay, we can see, but we don't have any room to go anywhere. This road is pretty much disappearing on us. So we need to make adjustments. Now, if we do that, this guy right here, he's going to have a tough time stopping. Okay, remember, these guys have a lot of weight, a lot of tons, and a lot of braking power, but it's still not going to make them stop on a dime. Their total stopping distance is really large. So moving into here is dangerous, but also trying to do what we're doing here is dangerous. Overall, not a good situation. We can't even pull off on the shoulder because we might run into this. But what he did, though, up in here, you can hear the engine RPMs go down a little bit, so he's actually rolling off the throttle, and he's going to start applying the brake pressure. So at this point, what do? We need to find escape paths. And what he did was found the shoulder and exactly what he had to do. This is a close call, guys. So we're still not slowing down. We're still not slowing down. We're going probably highway speeds, and we don't have a lot of room. We really don't. So this is when we need to really practice that progressive brake pressure. Brake, 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 brake. You're doing, 10%, 20%, 30%, 40%, 50%, 60%, 70%, 80%, 90%, 100% until you stop. But you can do it quicker, or slow. The thing is, you don't want to go from 0% brake pressure to 50 to 100. Okay, you don't want to slam those brakes because that's what causes that loss of traction. So when you're getting into this position, you start to feel that panic of, oh no, I'm really close. Just start squeezing it a little bit quicker, but not fast. Just squeeze, though. Not jam, squeeze. And you might be able to stop. Now, these rumble strips might scare you a little bit when you run over them, and it might lose a little traction. So aim for what doesn't have it and aim for that, okay? It's overall a scary situation. He did a great job braking. Let's work a little bit more on our situational awareness. That way you don't get in the situation in the first place. But here's the thing about smart riders, guys. You need to make sure you're situationally aware, but maintain your fundamental skills. Your fundamental skills happen because you go to an MSF or a total control or whatever class you want to go to in your area. And you are going to learn the basics. And then from there, you maintain them. You don't just take a class and call it a day. You maintain them by going to a parking lot. You practice all these different YouTubers' parking lot exercises. I have my own parking lot exercises on Motorcycle Training Concepts. You might want to check that channel out. Free exercises, everything, DDFMcrew.com, free exercises, everything. But the thing is, I just want you guys to keep maintaining it.
Damn it, motherfucker.
Handled it very well, though. Handled it very well. At this point, go ahead and have your pants checked. Went into a little bit of a brown stage right now, but he was able to go into red stage all the way through. Saved himself. Overall bad situation. But the thing is, let's learn from this. Let's make sure we don't do it ourselves. And I'm pretty sure this rider is not going to do this again because now he has a lived experience that's going to dictate, okay, I should probably calm it down a little bit in these areas.
Sucker. Motherfucker.
Dinah, your beard is gray, baby. Woo! Yeah. Uh-oh. Not an area to cross, but great braking. Amazing braking to stop in time. Whoopsie. Hey, I know premises. Oh, one sec. Oh, this isn't premises. Never mind. All right, I'm not gonna review angry people. There's no reason. I think we already understand not to do. Whoa! Don't put yourself in danger for that either. We don't need to review angry people. There's no point, really.
Why are you driving off? You're not even in that, mate. You don't drive off after someone on a motorbike, mate. What are you doing? Hey, do you know what road we're on? I'll call the police. I ain't got a clue, mate. I'm not around.
Yeah, Premises has a he has a Rebel. And I love his shooting. I love his 3-gun. Everything that he does on his Instagram. Check out Premises. He's doing it. It's awesome. It's awesome.
I've got it all on camera as well. Yeah.
Max Spies, how you doing? Once again, guys, check out 99 Lives.
No, I need police, please.
I think. Okay. Okay, I was about to skip it. Thankfully. All right. Gemini, how you doing, man? Is this a new one or old one? Good braking.
Christ, man, I can die, you know.
It's very true. Yeah. People don't understand. Gemini, great job. I just want to point out with you, man. You're riding. You did a great job moving over into an open area because you don't want to, you want to have the best vision possible. So if you're behind this vehicle right here, you're not going to have the best vision at a stoplight. So doing a great job moving over there. When we're moving close into here, I know you're going to check. I know you're checking your mirrors right now, probably. I know you're like looking this way. It is a red light, so you're anticipating that you can do multiple things. You know, you can slow down and stop and everything. One thing that I always look for at intersections is if anybody is in the crosswalk, but sometimes you don't even have to stop. Okay, sometimes you don't have to do that. You could, because you know you're going to stop before the crosswalk, right? So minimize that whole situation of possibly hitting a pedestrian by stopping before the crosswalk. Now, I believe this guy did not stop in the crosswalk or walk into it. He was walking out of it, so it's kind of a weird thing. But when you're going to look back and change lanes, try to do it as slow as possible. It seems like we're accelerating until it maybe just turned red on us, but we need to start braking, engine deceleration and everything. Yeah, this was like a hard, that was like a hard stop. That was a hard stop. So we're still going 24. You see that right there. We actually made it inside. The main goal is to always slow down and stop before the intersection, before the crosswalk anyways. So slow down, 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 slow down. We shouldn't have to do these hard brakings just to get to the intersection. We need to slow down prior to that, kind of downshift, 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 you know, working through the gears before we do that.
Jesus Christ, man. I can die, you know.
So that's what I would be working on, is making sure we're not going to the intersection and then trying to stop. I want to slow down, slow down, slow down until I'm almost coasting into the intersection, and all I have to do is worry about one of two things, which is just to slow down and stop, and that's it. I don't want to slow down, stop, maybe make it before the intersection, maybe watch out for all these different traffic things, but watch out for, I don't want to have to deal with all those things. So just slow it down a little bit prior to getting to the intersection, downshift, and then stop.
Oh.
But he's been doing a great job. Great job. Another lane merging. Ooh. A little bit of that front brake. Look at that. Little brake caused you to shake it up. Lost a little traction. Very scary. It's very scary. The next one's Cool Breeze Rider. How you doing, man? All right, so we're going to be in a roundabout. You know, we're going to go this way. One of the biggest fears when it comes to any vehicle in this position, take a quick look at this. Take a quick look at this. This vehicle, what are we doing in this position? Okay, what is this position pretty much called? It's the blind spot. There, rhetorical question. I know you guys know it. So this is a blind spot, okay? So this person can't see you because that's like where their mirror goes. If they did a head check, they would see you, but typically drivers don't do that. So you're pretty much in the blind spot. You're not being visible. So this is the blind spot right here. You do not want to be in that spot. So if we're in the middle of a turn, guess what? They're not going to see you. They're not looking. They're not going to do a quick head check. We can't trust drivers to do that. I don't trust drivers to do that. Real quick, like and share and subscribe. I don't trust other drivers to have the level of skill and the responsibility of safety as I do. So I will not trust that they're going to do head checks and lifesavers. Do you ever hear car drivers say that they're going to do lifesavers and do head checks? No, you always hear check your mirrors. They don't do check blind spots. They don't do that. And if they do, good on them. It's probably because they are motorcyclists too. So we're going to be moving forward right here. Okay. So this right here is that scary moment. Guess what? We're still in their blind spot. This is not a good situation. So in this situation, we should already be in orange stage because guess what? Intersections and corners default orange stage where you're prepped and ready. So that means you're reaching for those front brakes and that clutch, but you're just covering them. You're not squeezing. You're not doing any of that. You're just covering them to reduce your total stopping distance, okay? So that, remember that perception, cool, you have to find it, but then that reaction is possibly about a second, and you don't want to have a second. You want your hands already there, so you perceive, squeeze. That's it. So that's going to decelerate you, so it's going to allow this person to go this way, and that's going to allow you to obviously go this way, and there's not going to be a path of travel violation. But the main thing is to get yourself out of a blind spot, like we were earlier, with good situational awareness. That's why we want to be a smart rider. So right here, what's going to happen is they're going to go. They're not supposed to do that. I understand, but that we can't trust that. So you're going to look at his, let's see if I can do it. You're going to look at his hand. Look at his right hand right here. You see how when you squeezed, it's like his body went forward. You see the camera angle is almost looking at the gas tank. What's happening there is that when he squeezed really hard, he starts to lose a little traction because he squeezed too hard. Talk about progressive brake pressure just a couple videos ago. And the thing is, you go 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 100. I think I skipped 90. But what happened here is he did 0, 50, maybe 90, back to 50. And it's really jostling, and it's not going to allow that tire to grab the ground with that mechanical traction. So it's just going to slide on the top of it. Even if it was a good new tire that's already broken in, still going to possibly slide a little bit. And then the thing is, when you apply that deceleration, you start to move forward, right? That weight goes onto that front tire. That's why you apply more and more front progressive brake pressure. But he went forward. That's what this looks like. This is his camera view was going forward like this. And then you see how the handlebars are a little bit twisted. So here's my body is the bike. Here's the handlebars. It's like this. And that never happens unless you're doing direct steering, right? It's because that back tire started to slide out. It starts to slide out a little bit. So this right here is going to be a loss of traction issue. And a lot of people are saying, well, why do you not like the horn, Dan the Fireman? Well, I'm glad you asked. Here's the thing. I don't want to be doing this in the middle of an emergency. I want to do this after I have everything else situated. So go ahead and use your horn all you want, but do it after you have did your emergency braking, that you have slowed down, you're in a safe area. Now let them know that they're dum-dums. Don't let them know in the middle of a crash, because they're going to find out when you crash into them. Let them know after the fact, when you're safe, and you can let them know they're dum-dums. I have no problem with the horn. I have a problem with the horn taking over a movement that you should be using in a red stage maneuver. That's the problem I have. So watch this. Slams the brakes. Hey, zero forward. Slams the brakes, jostling of everything. And here's the thing. At the end of the day, did he collide with anybody? At the end of the day, was anybody hurt? No. And that's the beauty of this, okay? I want you guys to be safe. And at the end of the day, the only thing that's hurt is your ego and pride, possibly getting pissed. Maybe your emotions are all torn up right now. But I only care right now, okay? We could deal with everything else later. I care about your physical safety. I care that you stayed on the bike. I care that you are going to learn from this. And that is what I want from you guys. Great job, though. This is a crappy situation. We're learning a lot from it. It's an after-action review for you. There you go. Now do it. Perfect. Go ahead. Go ahead. You're allowed to do that. You're allowed to do that. 04, love the show, and I have to say, Dan is the best on YouTube. Thank you. Thank you. Guys, by the way, help support the channel by, if you're going to get a Cardo or if you're going to get a Bluetooth system, grab it. You can join the Discord. The Discord is absolutely free. Join up. We have 5,000 people in the Discord constantly chatting. I see Zoker and Spooknas in there right now in the lounge. Guys, we're having a great, great time. I just burped, sorry. It's disheartening to see something like that, Lots of empathy towards people like that. JCTV1234. No! Eey, check your hand. No, don't punch mirrors. Don't punch mirrors. Okay, we got another one. There it is. That looks like a venous bleed. So that's not that bad of a bleed. But that's one of those things, guys. I mean, let's not do that. Dave Mechanics exactly with the horn. So it's either before or after. It's not something that you're taught. And who here's been in an MSF or any type of formal motorcycle training? At any point, are you taught to use the horn during the emergency braking, exercise or the swerving exercise? Do they say honk the horn while you're swerving, honk the horn while you're braking? What is the horn for? That is the thing. I want you guys to use it for those reasons only. All right, let's go back just a little bit so we can watch this. I want to get it right on the frame. Okay, so this is the moment. Okay, we don't even have anything. Look, it's all like cut up. We don't have what happened before. We don't have what happened after. Here's the thing, is that you see a stack of vehicles, okay? Let's go ahead and get a better thing right here. So you see a stack of vehicles. Now your lane is completely open. If you're in a car, or you're on your bike, whatever it is, and you are stuck behind a bunch of people and you look to your right and you're like, oh, that lane is moving, or there's no one in that lane. What am I doing in this lane? A lot of car drivers, like I've said in the previous clips and videos, is that they don't look. They don't look in their mirrors, or if they do, they don't see you because of motion-induced blindness or inattentional blindness. The thing is, they aren't looking. They don't have the skills you have or should have. And the thing is, they're not going to see you. They're not going to see you. So for us as motorcyclists, for us as car drivers, you could be anything. You just be on the road. If you are in a lane that has complete freedom, basically, and there's a lane next to you that doesn't, anticipate that they are going to go into your lane. And here's the great thing about what this motorcycle rider did right here. Okay, not later. Right here is he positioned himself for safety. Okay, so right here, lane position 3 is going to give him the best vision. It's going to give him an escape route to the right, an escape route to the left. And also, remember, escape routes behind you by deceleration is also an escape route. And then going forwards is an escape route. Until we get hover bikes, going up is not an escape route. So if anybody wants to come into his lane, he's already in position, in lane position 3, to get out of here if he had to, because this huge, massive space cushion. Imagine if he was right here in lane position 1, 2, 3. Already hit, maybe before he even noticed. But if he was in lane position 3, he might be able to look like, oh crap, and then scoot off over here. So that right there, already positioned for safety, located a hazard. Okay, so plan your ride. I don't know if he's going to adapt to the hazard very well. He adapted the hazard very well. Okay, applied the brakes, maintained speed. But now we also have to position ourselves for safety again. Okay, so we don't have good vision. We also don't have the best space cushion. We have a great escape path if we had to. But here's the thing. I want to increase that space cushion so I have better vision, better everything, total stopping distance, everything. So we're going to be moving, I believe. See, exactly it. I don't want somebody braking on me. So we're going to be moving over. And now we have, I'm just going to play by play here. We have great vision. We have an escape path. We don't have a good stopping distance because this person can easily come out in front of us and then boom, we're donezo funzo. That's what I would have done, except for that. I would not have done that. Let's go ahead and show you guys what I'm talking about. We should not have done that. Okay, that is it's gonna mess up your hands. Also, wear full gear. Remember, being a smart rider involves you acquiring and utilizing personal protective equipment. Okay, so and the thing is with gloves, it's not just about protection. It's also about that tactile feel. It gives you good grip. It allows you to do a bunch of stuff, so your hands don't slip off if you get sweaty palms like I do. So don't do that. Don't punch mirrors. It's a no bueno situation. You're not cool if you do it. Plus, you're gonna have a good chance of cutting your hand. That is glass. Okay, so don't do this. Not a good idea. And here's one thing. One thing about it. So let's go ahead and show you the way it was punched, because you're not gonna have the best punch when you're doing this. Look at where his wrist ends up. His wrist hits first. Now, what is on your wrist? Okay, you got what? What is it? Your radial artery? Yeah. So you could slice that and you're done. Okay, that's how people commit suicide sometimes. So watch out. You don't want to have a laceration there because you're in a bad mood. Imagine that being on your tombstone. And now let's go ahead and check. Yep. That looks like a venous bleed. It's just going to ooze out. It's still not cool. Here's the thing. You don't have a lot of protective flesh on your fingers. It's all tendons and nerves. So you could slice your tendon and now you have no use of that finger. So let's not do that. Before we go into this one, guys, make sure you click that join button. We have one new member today. I just want to say thank you for those that have joined. All the green on the side. Foxton, how you doing with the mustache? You're going to get a beard real soon. Dave7777777777. Looking beautiful. Looking that fat ripper. Scarlett, how you doing? Pepperoni on my pepperoni. Click that join button. It's only $2 a month. Supports the channel a lot. All right, watch out, side of the vehicle. Same thing, side of the vehicle. Good adaption. Good adaption. Amazing. Did what he had to do. That's all it is an adaption at that point. Check your pantalones. Yep. It's probably saying, you know, sorry. I didn't see you. All right, let's go back to that one. Not this one. All right, so right away you see the side of the vehicle. The side of the vehicle is going to let you know that there is going to possibly be a path of travel violation. I keep bringing up planning your ride. Why do I keep bringing that up? It's because it's a great acronym. Is it an acronym? I don't know if it is. I'm thinking on my fly. Anyways, Zeno, welcome to the crew, baby. Woo. The thing is, P, okay? Position yourself for safety, okay? Move yourself into different lane positions consistently to avoid hazards. And when I say avoid, I mean adapt to those hazards, because one's if it's a pothole, okay? So you move over there. If the pothole's here, you move here. Pothole's here, you move here. You're adapting to hazards. You're not swerving. You're not doing those things. You're just adapting to them, okay? So the L is located, so you have to see it first. So position yourself for safety, locate those hazards, because you're looking, right? You're seeing, you're using your brain also. You're adapting to them. But if something just comes out at you, you have to negotiate a threat. Hazards and threats are a little bit different, okay? So if somebody came out, you have to swerve. So negotiating by swerving, by emergency braking, by trail braking, and then braking, straightening it up, all these different things. Simon the Squid is going to pop up. Thank you. Welcome to the crew, baby. So we're going to be moving here. And as soon as I see the side of the vehicle, I'm going to be in orange stage, okay? I'm going to be in orange stage, okay? That side of the vehicle right there. Now, we have lane position 1, 2, and 3. We're already positioned for safety right here, so all we have to do is go into the next lane if needed, and that's exactly what happens. Instead of being over here in lane position 3 and barely seeing this vehicle, and we had to swerve super far to get over here, I'd rather be where he's at and just go a little bit. You see what I mean? Okay, feet per second, all these different things. A simple little itty-bitty movement is better than going crazy. Simon the Squid, yeah. So already positioned for safety. Adapted. Now navigated a little bit, so he had to swerve a little bit more. Mindstormer, how you doing? Had to go a little bit more, and that's it. Great job. Great job. Yeah, you can move over sooner. All right, nighttime riding, we have possible hazards like people running. Oh, no. He possibly, but now I'm concerned about a head injury. If he had alcohol, blood thinners, basically at that point, easily a brain bleed. He's not doing so well. This is one of those situations where I'd call 911. Because he is a hazard to himself and then also running into traffic, possibly a hazard to other people. All right, corners. Remember, orange stage. Good job in the swerve. Woo. Sorry if I'm talking over the initial thing. It's part of what I have to do in order to make this, I guess, fair use. So we're moving on with that. What's up, Alex? All right, so we're going to be going into a corner, okay? So just take a look. This is all you can see right there. Let's get a better marker here. That's all you can see. So remember what I said earlier in the stream is that this is all you have to work with. This is all the available tarmac and asphalt. That is what you have to work with. So if you're going 200, let's say 200 miles an hour. If you're going 200 miles an hour, can you stop with this amount? No. Okay, let's say 150. No, probably not. 100? Probably not. 70? We're cutting it. 55-ish? I think we can handle this amount of vision, this amount of room at 55. And it's like, well, the road keeps going. You know, the road keeps going, right? The road doesn't just end. You don't have to stop right here. But that's the thing. You're assuming the road keeps going. What if a flash flood took out the road? What if a car is turning left in front of us and we can't see it? That is what I'm trying to get at with you guys, is that if this is all you can see, this is the only available asphalt that you can see, that is what you should be able to ride your speed in. Okay, you're not supposed to go 150 assuming, well, the road keeps going. That's an assumption. Okay, there's a phrase for that, right? So right here, you need to modulate your speed with the vision that you have. Once it opens up, go ahead and haul butt if you want. But somebody said here he had great position. You're right. Absolutely right. This is what I love about the live streams. I love that you guys show up to these live streams and help me out with this and keep me on track. Okay, so lane position 1, 2, and 3. If he was in lane position 3, maybe this is like all you can see. Lane position 1, you can see all the way around. So very good lane positioning. Remember, plan your ride. Make sure you subscribe also, by the way, guys. If you're not subscribed, just hit that subscription button. It's just a little button right there. If you want to click the join button, click it too. It's up to you. All right, this is the moment you perceived something. He already got 99 Lives did a great job already having the arrow up. Perceived something. So what do we do in this situation? This is why you go out and get a motorcycle training class. Okay, you go out and get at least the basics. Get the basics. Okay, make sure you maintain your fundamental skills after you get those basics, those fundamental skills. Be a smart rider. But the thing is, you have to be situationally aware. You have to actually see the hazard in the first place to even do anything. So good on him for actually being able to see what's happening. Good on the rider. I don't know if it's I don't know. It's a rider. So good on the rider for actually seeing, vision, situational awareness, and now fundamental skills. So what do we do? This is where you're going to learn in class, is that you can either stand it up. So you're going to stand it up and then brake. Or if you took an advanced class, you're already doing trail braking through the corner. So now you can squeeze more and more and more while standing it up. So that's why you always go get advanced classes. You keep trying to learn. Always have a beginner's mind. Another thing is that he can always, if he has available traction, so we roll off the throttle. Remember, traction is basically, acceleration, deceleration, turning takes away traction. So if we're accelerating here, let's go ahead and give ourselves a little bit more traction. Let's slowly roll off that throttle, maybe apply a little bit of that front brake, just a little bit, so that we have good traction on that front tire, and then slowly turn more into it. So we can, go this way. Now, every situation is dependent on what's happening. This is why you need to take your advanced classes. But he did a great job. He navigated this threat. This rider navigated this threat. Great job. Great job. Not much you could have done different. All right, what do we have? Oh, side of the vehicle once again. Move over. Adapted. Whew. Amazing. All right, keep it going. Keep it going. Keep it going. Side of the vehicle. Uncommon thing in a common situation. Don't know.
Whoa,
oh, what? It looks like he's backing up. I don't know what this car in front's doing. Oh, stalled. Stalled it and then dumped it. Cool breeze. How you doing, man? He's trying to hold back a laugh, I think. This is a great all right, so this is a group ride. Everyone might be a little nervous. Some people, especially new riders, are having to deal with this kind of stuff. The thing is, when you stall or brake, let's move it on to something a little bit easier. This is obvious. He stalled and had handlebars and then fell over because of the weight of the motorcycle. But also think about that. What does the stall do? It causes you to jerk, right? Causes that weight to get on that front tire, and he had his handlebars turned, so it fell down. So when you're braking and you're coming to a stop, you don't want your handlebars turned either, because if you stop, you could fall down too. I have a braking video on the Motorcycle Training Concepts channel. You might want to check it out. I actually talk about that and I show you what I mean by that. But that's what's happening here. So we're wanting to turn left, and maybe saw a vehicle starting to come and assuming he could just go with the other riders, but then it's like, it's not safe for me to do so. So immediately slam that front brake, but then since we're not moving, didn't pull in the clutch either, stalled, fell down. We're figuring things out. We're trying to see what's happening here, but maybe that's what happened. So if that's the case, remember, always, 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 when you come to a stop, squeeze that clutch, squeeze that brake pressure, but also have those handlebars straight, okay? Straight. I'm holding it like this so you guys can see, not like this. Don't have it turned like you're turning and then squeeze everything because you'll fall towards wherever you're turning it. That right there is what you want to watch out for. And I think that's what's happening here. So that's when it starts to fall over, and good luck. You don't want to slip an ankle or you don't want to slip a disc in your knee. You don't want to snap your ankle off. And this is also a great reason to have motorcycle-specific boots, because motorcycle-specific boots are designed to have good grip on the bottom, and it's not so you can have the best grip on your foot pegs. Get good foot pegs too, by the way. I like having those little bear claw ones, like when you had a BMX. The reason why one of the reasons why they have good grip is because we put our feet on the asphalt at stoplights. Car drivers don't have to do that. Car drivers can drive without shoes. It's not very good for us to drive without shoes on a motorcycle. So we're going to put our feet down, and we need good grip. Imagine having like Vans, some Nikes, some slippers, some flippity flops, some whatever you guys call them. Imagine having that and it slides out from underneath you. This is why you need to have good protective gear. So have motorcycle specific gear. We do have a link in the description. REVZILLA is a sponsor of this channel. It's an affiliate link. I don't make any money from them directly. They don't pay me to say these things, but if you guys are going to get gear, at least click that link first and it helps out the channel. Yeah. Having frame sliders, engine guards will help protect against damage. Terrell Redfoot became a crew member, got promoted. Woo! Welcome. I think he stalled and then fell. Yeah. Oh, we saw this one. I actually did a video on this. If you guys want to check it out, check out I think the last 20 videos, this is in it. What's up, Sea Rider? How you doing?
Yeah, it's close one. Jesus. That gave me a bit of a scare.
460 people in class today. Oh man, guys, follow me on Twitter. I've been posting more. On the Twitters and the tweetings. I've been sending birds out.
Dumb.
But
there's no.
All right, we'll talk about that one.
Thank you. Yeah, thank you so much.
All right, so Scarlett understands green does not always mean go, and one of the things with this is that you have to make sure that the area is clear. And right now the area is clear, right? So we're looking at this like, oh, let's go ahead and go. Well, it's just one frame basically, a couple frames. Okay, red, now green. Now what I'm looking for whenever it comes to green light, this is why I say green does not always mean go, is that this person's in the intersection. Okay, why is that person in the intersection when it just turned green for me? Oh, it's because they have a left turn arrow, quite possibly. That's what this big ol' looking thing is right there. And I'm pretty sure this sign right here says something like leading left turn or lagging left turn. So it's always important to be situationally aware of your signage also. So when I see this, and I see this person going, and I see this person not slowing down, I'm assuming they're going to try to make that light. Now, if that's the case, and I decide to go, look where it crosses, right here. Now, it might be up in here, whatever, but we're going to cross. We're going to cross paths, and that's not a no bueno situation. Martin with the $2 donation, thank you so much. Appreciate it. Okay, so as soon as you see this, just go ahead and roll off the throttle. We haven't even really gone yet. So rolling off the throttle is pretty much going to stop you, okay? You got that weight, inertia, you know, Newton's 3 laws, you know, with the apples and everything. That right there is going to let you slow down and stop. You can even apply some brake pressure. Don't even go yet. Wait for this guy to make it through. We always have to watch out for anything in our mirrors. And I know the chat's in the way. Thank you. Appreciate it. So you always kind of be aware of that. You don't want to get rear-ended also. So if you start to see people starting to gun it, maybe start creeping out. You do what you need to do, but what I don't want to see you guys doing is just gunning it and then getting pissed off, okay? And then getting pissed off that somebody came into the intersection. Did a great job right here. Now, yeah, red light runner and all that stuff, but this motorcycle rider did exactly it. Very good, smart rider. And this is a good example of what you should be doing when it comes to this type of situation. I want to showcase this situation, this rider, talk about this, because this is what I want to start seeing you guys do. This is a great example. This is exactly what I would be doing. Okay? This is what I would be doing right here. Right here. Right here. This is what I would do. Make sure you guys do this, okay? Great job.
Dumb.
And I always do those, and I always have a little thing in my head saying something like that. I always do afterwards, trust me, or even during, but I make sure I'm safe first.
Dumb.
But there's no reason to just go crazy with it. Jesus, dude, stay on the road. I'm tired of these construction workers around here. Look at him, back off the road.
Uncommon thing, common situations. What I would do is maintain a good space cushion. Always watch out for debris coming off. Also, always be careful of that.
Stop kicking rocks up back here, you twat. Get off your please hit the guard.
Exactly. Rocks come up. I don't say please hit the guardrail, because I wouldn't want that, especially if they're in front of me and I can possibly get hit. Plus, I don't want to. I'll take care of them. I just don't want to have to use my med kit and trauma kit. But he's saying rocks. So that's why you move back too.
Guardrail, dude. Just hit it already.
Nah, don't be mean.
I'm not passing you. I don't know what you're doing, dude.
99 lives. Check him out, guys.
Is this?
Do what he's doing by just maintaining distance. A lot of riders will just gun it. They'll just gun it. Good job maintaining distance.
I wasn't even on your butt.
That's all you had to do. Oh no, what's gonna happen here? Cornering mistake. Hey, straightened it up. Possibly saved himself from a low side. Great job. Great job.
I wasn't even on your butt.
All right, so we're right here. We're going through, it looks like a bunch of corners. So I just want to showcase this right here. This is what the road looks like. So I wanted to take the chat real quick away from the screen. But look at, there's a lot of potholes on there. So this right here is a no bueno situation when it comes to the road surface hazards. So if there's a pothole there, there's probably potholes in the other areas. Be very careful. Andrew Diaz, welcome back. And then we're going to keep moving. So we got this rider up front. We don't know the skill level. We don't know what their mentality is. We don't know any of that stuff. But I want to showcase the dangers of corners like this. This is why we're in orange stage. Utilize the color code chart we have here in the firehouse. So right here is all you can see is that. That's all. So you need to know what's around that corner, and you need to know how to navigate anything around that corner if it becomes a threat. And the only way you're going to do that is by going a little bit slower and then giving yourself a good position for good line of sight. That's the only way you're going to do that. And these corners are so twisty that you're going to have to go slow because it's not a closed course. That's the thing with closed courses, that you know for a fact that nobody is on the other side. You know for a fact that that other side has been clean of debris. There's no potholes, whatever it is, on a closed course like a what? Track? Yeah, so if you want to have fun and haul ass around corners like this, go to a track. Now, I personally don't like to haul ass around corners, so I don't go to a track. I'm not going to spend money, but I might try it one day. Yami, I think you invited me one time. Maybe we can make it happen in 2021 once everything kind of happens or goes away. So that's what you need to watch out for when it comes to that. Don't do it out on the road. You never know about what's on the other side of the corner. Okay, so there's the brake lights. We don't know exactly how much or what he did. Possibly just going a little too fast because you do have to set yourself up. So this is the second turn in things, okay? So the first turn, you can probably navigate it pretty well, but then you don't set up for the second turn very well, and then you go wide. Now, the slow speed version of practicing that is the straight line weave, maybe the offset weave, maybe some slow speed parking lot stuff. And I do have that on my second channel, Motorcycle Training Concepts. You might want to check it out. I have some really cool things on that channel, how to set up your own little navigation course and have some fun. So what happens in the slow straight weave is that you're going to go around that first one nice and easy, and you're good, but maybe you went a little too fast. So the second one, you maybe made it. The third one, you went wide. The fourth one, you hit the cone. The fifth one, you're off the course. So you have to navigate and make sure you're getting the right speed for every turn, not just the first couple, because the last couple are what going to get you. So be very careful. That's the slow speed version. The high speed version is at a track when you get some good coaching, you get some training. And the no training version is finding out how to do it wrong or right on a road like this. And this right here is him finding out that he went a little too wide, a little bit too fast in the first couple turns, and this one set him up for something bad. But what I like about it is he stood it up, applied the brakes, slowed down enough to where it's not going to cause massive damage to him or the bike, and possibly just get it out of the bushes, be a little embarrassed. Ego's a little bruised compared to having a lacerated spleen or liver. I'd rather take an ego a little bit demolished instead of those, and goes on with the day. So the fundamental skill of standing it up and applying brake pressure when you still had asphalt is good. Okay, you don't want to just go and crash into something. You want to slow down as much as you can, and it's like, ah, crap, and then you go. But now you're only going 5 miles an hour versus 50. Let's say that, okay? 25. Good job on these riders for finding out the mistake, making it happen, doing what they needed to do. A little wheelie. Oh, not paying attention to what we were supposed to be doing. All right, so we're riding. We're crossing a double yellow. Oh, so is he. It's a not good situation. We're going pretty fast. Okay. Wrong way. Okay, wrong way. Uncommon thing in a common situation. If you see headlights when there should not be headlights, maybe we should slow it down and kind of wait and see what's happening. And that's exactly what happened here, is that we're going to be, well, not this one right here. This one right here, we're coming around the corner. It's like, okay, everything looks common. Okay, common in a common situation. Not a big deal. Perfectly fine. We come around here. Whoa. We have headlights where we're not supposed to have headlights. Okay, this area where I'm at is not supposed to have headlights. That means headlights means there's a car or a vehicle with lights pointing at my face in my lane. That's we're not supposed to have that. So as soon as I see headlights, I'm like, whoa. Here's my total stopping distance. I'm not going to close that gap until I figure out what this person's doing. And it's not because I constantly am submissive to things. I'm definitely not submissive to everything. The thing is, I'm on a motorcycle, and this is a car. Motorcycles versus cars, who wins? No matter what. Cars. So yeah, there is a pecking order on the road. So what this means is that I am going to default to that submissive tone, that submissive feel, that defensive riding, and I'm going to make sure I'm not going to be aggressive in trying to close that distance and find out what's happening. What I'm going to do is slow it down. I'm going to slow it down and be like, okay, what are you going to do? Okay, I'm going to be like that dog that's just like, okay, what's this guy doing? Okay, I don't trust you. I'm going to keep moving away from you. My dog's like that. I don't know if you guys have dogs and cats and animals like that. But anyways, that's what I'm doing here. I'm going to slow it down. See how he sped? He was still maintaining his speed, and now we're slowing down. So now we have this total stopping distance. Okay. This right here is, I don't feel comfortable with this because now I got to move out of the way. I got to go this way. I got to do something because this guy is going to do something too. We don't know yet. I wanted that person to do something when I was way over there versus what's happening right here. So being situationally aware, recognizing uncommon things in common situations will help you out in this. That way you're able to modulate and actually do something with your body, like slow down and brake, decelerate, whatever it is you need to do, maybe switch lanes, do whatever. The thing is, I don't want you to not see the hazard and then have to always do your emergency skills. Because when it comes down to it, the more times you have to use your emergency skills, the greater chance you are going to fail at using those emergency skills. I want to be 100%. I don't want to be 100% with 300 close calls and possible crashes. I don't want to be 100% with that. I want to be 100% with maybe 2 close calls. Okay? Less chances of me failing. I don't want to take the same test 300 times when I could just take it 2 times. All right. Great job, though. Great job on this. There's no audio on that part. I think they like blurred it out. I think there might have been music. Good braking. Great braking. Amazing job. See how he used the horn afterwards? Whoa! It happens to us. It happens to cars. Drivers or anybody are terrible. It doesn't matter. People do not look where they're supposed to be going. It does not matter if you're in a car or a motorcycle. So be aware of this. Be aware of this. It says watch the white van, and that helped me clue it in. But I'm already watching all this traffic too when I'm riding, okay? So you just got to be careful. So we're turning, and here's one of those things that you can definitely see. See how the car is still pointed straight, and you see how this car is starting to do this? That's going to give you a nice indication something bad's happening, okay? Now, we're in the back, so we can actually visualize this and see this, but if we were that car right here, the good thing is that this car right here, is situationally aware and was able to swerve out of this threat, okay? So remember, plan your ride, you know, position yourself for safety, locate these hazards, adapt to the hazards, which the motorcycle rider's doing because he actually gets to see a lot of the stuff, and then navigate the threats if you're ever in a dangerous situation. This car driver navigated the threat, okay? They can only do so much with positioning because they're a vehicle. They have 4 tires, and they take up most of the space. Motorcycles, we can move around like slithery snakes. So that's what we're gonna do right here. Saw the hazard. What's that? Oh, uncommon thing in a common situation. This guy's supposed to be turning, didn't happen. I'm gonna swerve, and then you know what? I have to find an escape path even in a car. And one thing that they could do is follow the car that was already in front of them and navigate around it. See? Like, oh crap, swerve, red stage maneuver, find the escape path, get in position. So even as a motorcycle rider, if you just drive cars too, you can use the smart rider principles in the same thing, okay? In a car, when you're walking your dog, when you're riding a bicycle, it's something that I've been teaching my kids. It's something I'm teaching and as many people as possible. That's what we're doing here on this channel, right? Smart rider principles: seek out and recognize hazardous situations, maintain fundamental skills, acquire personal protective equipment and utilize it, rescue another rider or another driver or your family in case one of them gets hurt with medical training. It doesn't have to be rider specific. Teach and mentoring other people, other motorcycle riders. And that's what I'm doing here. I'm teaching my kids to be safer. I'm teaching you guys to be safer. I want you guys to possibly find a friend that wants to get into motorcycle riding. And it's like, you know what? Here's the smart rider principles. I might not know how to teach everything, but here's the thing. You need to be situationally aware. You need fundamental skills. You need to get geared. Let's go ahead and take a class together to rescue each other if something happens. Now, how do you, well, now I'm the other person. How do I, you know, become situationally aware? Well, I don't know right now, but let's take a class. Oh, okay, let's take a class. Well, in the meantime, let's go ahead and watch some YouTube videos. Okay, cool. Well, let's go ahead and get some gear. You see how you can go through that. You have a template, basically. And that's what I want you guys to do. I really want you to focus on that. Driver did it. You could do it. Capik, how you doing? All right, what's happening here? Watch. Oh, car fire. There you go. That's as close as I would want to get. Radiated heat can destroy your paint. If there's nobody in the vehicle, leave it. If there are people in the vehicle, try your best. That's fully involved. You're not going to be able to do anything with that. Leave it. Just leave it. Just leave it. That car, you can see the smoke going through the cabin. It's already fully involved. It's totaled. You're done. My only concern is if there's somebody inside it. You see the smoke coming out the front? The Mustang or Mountain Drew with the $15 donation. Thank you so much. Truly, truly, truly appreciate it. Whew. Interesting. Interesting. Yeah, sand can, it can. It's smothering the fire. Fire needs oxygen. It needs something to burn. It needs the chemical reaction of pyrolysis pyrolysis, not paralysis, it needs all of that. So oxygen, material to burn, the chemical reaction, and heat. It needs those 4 things in order for it to keep going. So if you remove oxygen by smothering the fire, it removes one of the ingredients of fire and it's gone. Pyrolysis, there you go. Pyrolysis is actually the method of heating up an object to where it off-gasses material, or I mean, off-gas is a gas that can burn. The actual material itself, like wood, isn't burning. It's getting heated so much that the gases are flammable, then the gases catch fire. That's why it's so hard to get wood to start. That's why you have to have such small surface area and use kindling, because then that's easier to heat up, more surface area to heat up to burn. So trying to burn like a 4x4 log doesn't work very well. The $14.99, I think that's just set by YouTube. All that stuff's set by YouTube. I didn't do it. But guys, become a member today. It's only $2. Becoming a member is $2. Dan, to be honest, is brown stage named after poop in your pants? Yes. Yes, it was originally black stage because that was the color code chart, I believe the Smith system. And somebody made a comment. So if you actually watch my original color coded chart, it has black stage, but somebody's like, it should be brown stage because basically you panic and poop yourself. I'm like, I'm stealing that. Thank you for the question. That's amazing. 99 lives, guys. Check out 99 lives. You know, in fact, I want you guys to, he's been supportive of the channel. I want you guys to do it. I got his thing right here. 99 lives. Go to one of his recent videos. I think it's a he. Go to the YouTuber's recent videos and say something like DDFM crew is here to support you or something. He's been really cool. He emailed me saying some nice things. We've had some back and forths. So he's really cool. I just want to say thank you for allowing me to use your footage. Appreciate it. It is fair use, but yeah, thanks. Dan, you want to explain fully involved? Yeah, sorry, Chris Johnson. So fully involved means basically it's already flashed over. See, now I gotta describe terms in firefighting. Yeah, fully involved. Basically, there's not much you're gonna do outside of getting actual help. You know, water on the fire, you know, the wet stuff on the red stuff, all that stuff. Capping, hey Dan, did my A license, got my first bike in July. You helped a lot. Keep me safe on the road. Keep up the great work. Thank you so much. Guys, the Discord, I want you guys to join the Discord. It's absolutely free. If you are a member, if you're a YouTube member, if you're a crew member, and you have that green name, you have a mustache, a beard, or whatever, get on Discord, sync up your Discord and your YouTube, and you get access to the crew lounge. You get access to the secret area of the firehouse. Richard Moss with the 501. Are we having a bid off or something? I saw a $15.99, a $5. Now we got a 501. Coming down 502. Coming down 502. I don't know. All right, guys, you ready? You ready? Let's do some more. We got a couple more minutes. Not a couple more. We got like 48 minutes. Oh, we've already seen this one. Already seen this one. Too much front brake on that. 150,000 subscribers. I don't think Motorcycle Passion's around anymore. Oh, no. You got to watch out for lane merging. I talk about that all the time when there's an open spot. Lane filtering, you have problems. All right, so right here. Okay, we're riding. We're lanes filtering. We're not even hauling butt. We're not even going that fast. But remember, your situational awareness needs to kick in, because if you don't see the hazard in time, your fundamental skills of braking and swerving, it won't matter. You're going to hit something and think to yourself, I already know how to swerve. I already know how to brake. Why didn't I not see this? Well, how come I still crashed? It's because you're white staged, or you weren't paying attention to the right things, or you're focused on too many other things, and you need to narrow your focus on the pertinent issues. So we're going to go right here, and what do we see already? The aesthetic outdoors with the 502. We got a 503 up in the chat. I don't know. But anyways, we have a tire wanting to turn, but that's not the biggest thing. 'Cause that's such a small little clue. It is a clue, and it's something I use all the time. But the big clues that I typically watch out for is I'm already in orange stage, so I'm prepped and ready for any type of emergency maneuvers. But what I see is an open lane right here. Now, I know some people don't want to switch. They don't want to do those things, but it's an open lane. And then we have this huge lane right here of stacked cars. Everyone's stacked, but there's an open spot there. Soon as I see this open spot, I'm going to go ahead and slow down, cover those brakes already because I'm in orange stage, but definitely decelerate a little bit and get ready for a braking maneuver. And this is one of the scary things when it comes to lane filtering, lane splitting, is that you don't have escape paths. You don't have escape paths to the left or right. You really don't. All you have is deceleration or acceleration, okay? So you don't have these. You don't have these. All you have is forwards or backwards. Forward is acceleration with your throttle. Deceleration going backwards. I say backwards. You can't really go backwards, but slowing down with your braking or stopping with your braking or downshifting. So now you're engine braking. So either way, you need to do something. And these are the only things you can do. And it's scary. So if that's the case, if the environment removes my ability to be safe, then I am going to make sure I am going to ride within the environment's capabilities and the environment that I'm in, okay? So that means I will slow it down because I have a great option of acceleration, but deceleration is pretty tough for a lot of motorcyclists. So I'm going to make sure I slow it down so I set myself up for success by not having to have a massive total stopping distance. And then I also don't have to apply those brakes in an emergency situation. I can already cover them and just squeeze a little bit, and it won't be that big of a deal. So we're in this situation. We're going to go ahead and try emergency braking. Now, we're not going to be able to stop in time. This is your total stopping distance. Not enough time. Absolutely not enough time. So this is when you have to make that judgment call of, do I stop or do I swerve or do I do both? In which order, I don't know. But what I'm going to do is swerve. I'm going to try my best at swerving. And if I can, I'm going to aim for another escape path at that point and then slow it down and check my pantalones because I probably have a little bit of a brown in there. But that's not what happened here. We collided, and this is why you need to have motorcycle gear. So look at his hand. I don't know if you can see his hands. There you go. No, we're in the way. Let's go ahead and take a look at him when he's on the ground. All right, so he's got motorcycle gloves. So very good. He's got motorcycle gloves. So that's going to hopefully protect his knuckles, which went through the windshield. Okay, and it also has hopefully D30 armor or some type of CE rated armor on each finger, and that's hopefully going to protect his hands in that situation. If you are somebody that works with their hands, which typically a lot of you are, okay, so if you're like an artist, or if you have to type, or if you are a firefighter, you need both hands, or if you're anybody that needs your hands, imagine going for a joyride and then crashing, breaking some fingers, maybe having nerve damage so you don't have full use of this hand anymore. Does that negatively affect your career and your passion? Probably. And if maybe $50 to $90 set of gloves will protect you from that situation just in case, is it worth it? Absolutely. Be a smart rider. Hit that like, share this, subscribe, click that join button, whatever it is. Check out the links in the description. But the thing is, get yourself some gear and be a smart rider, okay? Utilize it too. Acquire it and then utilize it. That's a good first bike. All right, so we're gonna be riding in the mountains. It's very loud. Oh, low side. Low side. So it's really loud. I'm gonna go ahead and turn it down just a little bit. Aye. All right, so we're going to be riding. We're not very courteous to other drivers, okay? I mean, just look at this. We're not courteous to other drivers. We're cutting them off. This is scaring some people. They might not, do what they're supposed to do. And that's one of the things is that you want to ride in a way that conforms to the law, not just because of consequences with the law, but because that's what other drivers expect you to do. Is that they expect you to ride within the law. So the speed limit, don't share a lane with another car, all these different things. If it's not legal where you're at, some places you can lane filter and everything. But that's the thing, is they expect you to do that. So then they also make these assumptions that you are doing that. So the moment you don't do that, they assume you are. That's when a lot of collisions happen. So there's a lot of this user error. I didn't see you. I didn't see you. It's because you're probably speeding. You're probably, in a bad position. You're probably doing something like this. And that is why I also want you guys to ride within the environment, within the laws that you have. Is not just because I don't want you to get tickets. I don't care. That's your money. That's your license. I don't care if you get tickets or not. What I care about is a car hitting you because they assumed that you were following the law and being in your own lane and doing this and being courteous to them. But that's not what's happening here. And that's, that you do you. So we're riding, we're accelerating. You see how we accelerated? We got really close to this rider right here. So now what do we have to do is we have to decelerate. So we're not set up for this corner very well. We're riding with their abilities. We're not riding to our abilities. We're riding as a group, not your own ride. And that's a big problem with group rides like this, when ego starts to take over, the pack mentality. So he's gonna have to decelerate. And why did he dump the bike immediately? Why did he dump the bike immediately? So we're looking like this. You see how you have the windscreen and then all of a sudden the windscreen goes away? Probably because our weight shifted forward with the camera on our face right here, shifting forward and looking down. Why is the weight shifting forward? Why are we looking down over the front instead of looking through the windshield and all that stuff? Is because we slammed that brake. Front tire lost traction. There's no way we are going to be going straight and then immediately to the ground. There's no way, unless there is a loss of traction issue, and that means there's oil, there's debris, or the tire itself just lost traction because it stopped and wasn't able to mechanically grip because you applied too much front brake pressure. These people up front, they're not slipping and sliding and going crazy. How come we are? So we have to look at the big picture. We have to look at the whole situation here, and we're going to go ahead and see that when it comes to this person getting too close to the rider in front. Oh, crap. And now we dump the bike. Okay, so this is perfectly fine in a on a track in a closed course, right? Because you have a nice runoff, right? You have a nice runoff to where in corners they have this big area to where if you low side, you just keep going into the gravel, you go into the grass, you go into whatever it is. It's not like a moat where you fall into a bunch of water with alligators. Okay, you're going into a safe area and hopefully sliding into that area. Plus, you're required to have leathers, you're required to have gear, you're required to have all these different things, so you are reducing liabilities, basically, but also keeping you safe. But we're not doing that, and luckily, there is a runoff. Luckily, there's a runoff. But look at this. Luckily, there's a runoff. And luckily, we stopped in time. So that right there is, I don't know how sheer of a cliff that is. Either way, launching off of that, let's say going 20 miles an hour, because we're still sliding going 20. Imagine going over that and hitting and impaling yourself on a stick, on a branch. It happens all the time. Happens all the time. It's why corners you see those crucifixes. It's why you see all those memorials, is people like that. Exactly. So stacks, guardrails can snap your arm off. So imagine if there was a guardrail. Imagine if there's a guardrail right here. Could have easily died. I did a medical review on one just like this. Check it out. A link will be in the description after this goes live, or after this goes back up. Okay, it's already live. Duh. I will make it happen, Captain. I do want to point out though that this person right here doesn't have gear, but take a look at the rider that crashed. Full leathers, possibly saving his skin, saving his flesh, full gear. Okay, so let's just go ahead and remove our ego from these group rides, guys. It's not worth it. It really isn't worth it. All right, what's going to happen here? What's going to happen here? Oh. Can't really tell exactly what happened. Oh! Got a little flash. Can't really tell. It looks like it's a track. Looks like a track. Can't tell. All right, let me guess. Wheelie crash? Oh, full pin. This is one of my fears of seeing my kids do this. Oh, no. Yeah. The side of the vehicle, possible injuries. He's got Nikes on. All right, so right away what we see here, this is, it doesn't look like it's a street legal, and I'm only speaking for Arizona here. It's not street legal. It doesn't have a single mirror. You're supposed to have at least one mirror. It looks like a headlight, so at least that. I don't know exactly everything else, but this is definitely not going to be an on-road bike. This looks like it's probably a dirt bike, maybe dual sport without the mirrors, if he even has one. But probably knobbies. So with knobbies, you're not going to have that full traction like you should on road. So that's going to be a very dangerous thing when it comes to total stopping distance and your turning ability. You don't want to take things super fast. Also with tires, you have to look at the speed rating. And if this isn't even a tire set that is designed for anything on road, because typically with dual sport, you'll find 50-50 on off road, 70-30. You'll find a ratio. Dirt bike tires are literally 100% off road dirt. Okay, so you got to be careful with that. So he's applying a lot of throttle to go as fast as he possibly can on this bike. And Ralph, exactly, no gloves. So make sure you wear full gear. All he has is the helmet, which, you know, probably saved his life, but it's not saving his limbs. And that's what I want you guys to watch out for. So right there, you have a vehicle coming out. We talk about side of the vehicle all the time. Now we're going so fast. What do? We don't have good stopping distance because our tires aren't designed for this. We aren't even paying attention. Maybe don't even have a front brake. Where's the lever for that front brake? I don't even know. So we can't even stop in time. Oh, it's way down there. Okay. So now we're going to start braking. So that moment, so let's go ahead and go over the perception reaction. So he hasn't perceived it yet. He maybe perceived it just now. React. Okay, perception reaction. Now we have braking distance. So from here to here, we need to stop. And our total stopping distance might be way past at the top, way over there. So we're not going to stop in time. Okay? We need like a gallon of water, and all we have is an 8-ounce cup. That's it. So you need to be very careful. You need to be very careful. So in this situation, since we can't stop, what should we be doing? We should possibly go over here. Now, slow down as much as we can and then go off on the dirt and swerve out of something, okay? But trying to stop on the road like this, we're not really thinking because our total stopping distance isn't going to work. It's not going to work. And the only way you're going to figure that out, the only way you're going to figure out your total stopping distance, what you can handle, what your bike can handle, is by taking it to a parking lot, testing out your braking ability. Don't just assume that I just apply the brakes and I will stop in time. You don't know. It's a skill on a motorcycle. In a car, you slam that brakes. Hopefully ABS kicks in. If you do crash, you got crumple zones, you got airbags, you got seat belts, you got all these different things to protect you. Hopefully you're not going to die. Hopefully you're not going to get severely hurt. On a motorcycle, it is a skill. You need to maintain that skill. Maintain your fundamental skills. Smart rider, you need to pay attention to that. You have to. You have to go to a parking lot. Click the link in the description for Motorcycle Training Concepts. It's my second channel that I go over these things. I talk about after action reviews on this channel. I do it on the second channel right there. He hit his head a couple times. Easily concussion, even with full gear or with a helmet like that. Easily. All right, so he's got good gauntlet gloves on this one. Okay, nice, easy roundabout. Good, good, good. Oh, must have hit something. He wasn't doing anything crazy. Must have hit some type of oil. Hopefully he's okay. Had to have hit something. Sometimes that happens, guys. Sometimes that happens. Sometimes you just hit something. So we're riding. Let me see his hands. I want to see his right hand. Let me see his right hand. Let me see. I don't think. No, he didn't hit anything. He didn't slam the brakes. So let's see if we can find. I don't see anything yet. I don't see anything. Nothing in the road. It looks like a bump right there, but he went over it fine. I don't see any any discoloration. He just lost traction. The only thing I can think of, if there's no roadway hazard, if he didn't apply the brakes to cause himself to lose traction, he maintained smooth throttle, so the throttle didn't turn traction off basically for him. Exactly, Foxton. I'm going through all the factors, right? Remember, root cause analysis. We see the actual thing, and we work backwards, finding specific factors, possible factors that we can utilize, and maybe new tires, maybe or worn out tires. So we don't know the tires thing. So, well, let's take a look. Let's take a look, because you do see a little bit of his front tire in this. So let's see how damaged they look. They don't look too bad. Oh, I don't know. It might be the video compression. They look a little worn. They look a little worn. Right on the front. So that could be possibly it. So here's the thing. Here's the thing, though. If we don't know absolutely for sure, what did we just go through? We went through a bunch of different factors. So look out for roadway hazards. That can cause this. Don't apply the front brake super hard. Do progressive braking if you have to. And then hopefully this won't happen. Make sure you have good tires. So if they're worn tires, make sure you are replacing those tires when you're supposed to. If they're brand new tires, like you guys are mentioning, if they're brand new tires, it means it's not malleable yet. It hasn't warmed up enough. It hasn't had that roughness applied to it, and it typically happens within the first 100 miles. So don't go crazy when you get brand new tires for the first 100 miles. Let them warm up a little bit. It needs that mechanical traction. He didn't accelerate hard. He maintained good throttle pressure. So it's not that he accelerated and lost traction on that rear tire because it spun itself. So all these different factors we are working through to figure out what happened. So if we don't know 100% sure of why this guy lost traction or this person lost traction, we at least understand all those different variables, all those different factors, and it's our job as responsible motorcycle riders to make sure each one of those factors are minimized or won't happen. Get new tires. Don't go crazy when you first get new tires. Maintain your tires. Maybe they had low PSI. We don't know. That could be another thing. Make sure you're doing all these different things so that something like this, it's like, well, what happened? Doesn't happen to you. Okay? Great job, guys. I love having these talks with you. I love having these live streams with you guys. Love it. All right, all right. Oh, ABS kicked in. ABS kicked in.
Oh shit. This is what you get for going too fast.
There it is.
Thank you. Yeah, I'm fine. Everything's fine. Everything's fine.
Good, good. I'm glad everything's fine. Let's go ahead and talk a little bit more about it, though, because we can. All right, so first and foremost, let me go ahead and move the chat real quick. He is using a different motorcycle mount outside of rock form. Make sure you use a rock form mount. It's up on the top right. 25% off with code DanDan25, or just click the link in the description. It'll automatically apply the discount. I have my rock form mount with the pop socket adapter. It's magnetic. It's really cool. I like to lock it in. Anyways, little promo code, a little sponsorship ad. Got to do it. Got to do it. Got to pay the bills. Anyways, we're going to be moving forward. We're going a little bit fast. Now, what do I talk about all the time when it comes to vision? Class, what do I talk about when it comes to vision? Make sure you know where you're going. Okay? If you don't know where you're going, you have to modulate your speed. You have to modulate your positioning to work within what you can see. So if all we can see is this, just right there, and that's it, this is all the available road that we can see. If that's all the road we can see, we need to be very, very, very careful with how fast we're going. because we can only stop within this area. Now, I know you guys are saying again, those of you that are new to the live stream, is that, well, the road keeps going. Yeah, okay, the road keeps going. But do you know what's on the other side? Because once if there's a car there. Yeah, the road keeps going, but now there's a car there. It doesn't matter. Once if there's a bunch of leaves. Once if there's like a mountain lion. Once if there's something there. You don't know. But the road keeps going. So you can't assume that you have a clear path to travel on the road that keeps going. So boom, there it is. Clear path to travel. You don't know. You're assuming. You're making an ass out of you and me. We can't do that. So right here, that's what kind of freaks them out. It goes a little bit too fast, right? Also, another thing that you have to watch out for is anybody here that rides or drives, whenever you get like the shades from the trees, like it's like hitting your eyes, you're like, oh my gosh. It's like it's like craziness. It's like your pupils are trying to do this. It's not working very well. So that could possibly have messed up his vision too. So when you see something like that, just be aware. Just be aware of that. So right here, I'm going to go ahead and go back just a little bit, and I'm going to let it play because I want you to hear the ABS kick in. Now, if that ABS didn't kick in, it would have been a dump, and then he would have went sliding. But that first dump, it would have been a massive impact to the left shoulder, left arm, possibly his head, his hips, his knees, his ankle could have gotten trapped underneath the bike and then slid a couple of seconds and then ripping up everything. So this is why ABS is also pretty good. Even though it didn't stop him from crashing, it stopped him from getting severely hurt. So it's that Swiss cheese model when it comes to things, okay? So one Swiss cheese has holes in it. It's not going to protect you from everything, but put another Swiss cheese on it. It's going to have different holes in different spots. Might be able to protect those things that it missed. Have another Swiss cheese, another Swiss cheese, another Swiss cheese, and then before you know it, nothing's getting through and hurting you. Okay, so ABS, great. Traction control, great. Maybe it'll catch something ABS didn't catch. Maybe your progressive brake pressure would have prevented ABS from even getting started. Maybe slowing down would have prevented this. Maybe having good situational awareness. Maybe watching this channel, subscribing would have prevented this. All these different things, if you just couple them all together, all of them together, might prevent you from having an accident. Don't just do one thing and call it a day. I took a class or I got my endorsement. I'm good. No, keep going. Keep going. Hear the ABS. Almost stopped. Almost stopped. This ABS is basically a panic version of progressive brake pressure. Amazing technology nowadays, right? It's amazing. It's getting even better and better and better to where you don't even feel it. You don't hear it. It just happens. New technology is amazing. So if you're a new rider, I understand getting an older bike because if you might drop it and whatnot, that's fine. But I'm going to tell you, good technology might save your life. And all it is just a dump at that point. So what, listen. And then I'd rather have that going into the tree.
This is what you get for going too fast.
There it is.
Yeah,
good.
I'm fine.
I'd rather do that than hit a tree like that. This is a great video. Great example.
Everything's fine. Everything's fine.
All right, what's going to happen here? Group ride. Oh, what do you think happened? Class, what do you think happened? I'm going to leave it up to you. What do you think happened here? Ay, that leg. Ay, chi. Woo. Hopefully everything's fine. What do you think happened? All right, good. Good lifting with the legs. That's exactly how you want to lift. The ticker tape, debris in the road. Okay. What does debris in the road do to your tire? Okay, we talked about that in a previous video. What does debris in the road do to your tire? Especially if you do other things. Do you really think? Let's go ahead and move the chat. Let's go ahead and move the chat right here. Do you really think that little piece of slippery tape causes motorcycle tires just to lose traction? Or do you think there's more to it? Do you think there's more to it? What do you think? Loss of traction? Yeah, it's definitely a loss of traction, but why? Why? I think there's more involved. I think it was, because why are we in that spot anyways? Why are we in that gore area? Take a look. Let's go ahead. Why are we right there? We have, these are the lanes. Why do you think this is happening? We have a bunch of riders turning left. We're in this lane. We have one person going this way. Remember, we're doing the root cause analysis. We're going backwards from the incident, right? So maybe we weren't fully aware of what's going on. Maybe we panicked in some way.
Oh shit!
Also, anybody see what color that is? Can anybody see what color that is? Let's go ahead and put you back down here, little buddy. It's a red light. It's a red light. So how come we're braking so hard? It's because we weren't paying attention. We weren't paying attention. And all of a sudden, we're trying to follow our friends, right? All of our friends up there. We weren't paying attention because we weren't riding our own ride. So last second, we apply the brakes. Not a big deal, right? Not a big deal. Maybe we have good progressive brake pressure. We can handle it. Maybe. Or maybe we're going to have bad progressive brake pressure, and then now there's a piece of tape in the road that's going to help me lose my traction. So it's not just one thing that's going to cause you to lose traction or crash. It's not just one thing. It's a multiple set of things. And we have zero control. We have zero control over that plastic. We have zero control over that plastic. Let's go ahead and put this up here. We have zero control over that plastic. What do we have control over? We have control over our braking. We have control over our situational awareness. We have control over if we have gear or not. We have control over if we're riding our own ride. We have control over our lane positioning and planning our route. We have control over a ton of things, and we failed at this. So why are we blaming the tape? It's a lot like blaming, and I'm not saying that's part of it. That's part of the factor. But it's a lot like blaming the car that pulls out in front of us. And if that is the only thing that gets the blame, the tape, then are we getting pissed off at the wind that blew the tape onto the road? Are we now going to get mad at the rotation of the earth because it creates weather and then the moon and now there's tape here? Let's go ahead and sue the tape manufacturer. You see how it kind of goes down this path of removing responsibility from us? And it never solves anything. The only thing that we can do is minimize as many factors as possible. And what we have here, let's go ahead and put you back down here, little buddy. What we have here is that we're riding, and these riders are making it through a yellow light. We're not going to be able to. That's why this rider is slowing down. And that rider maybe wasn't paying attention. Hit the tape, panic braked, all those different things. Because why are we stopped? Is it so we can look at the rider? We were already stopped. Yeah, the stars aligned. They weren't aligned. I'm sorry. Let's be mad at the stars. Exactly. So we need to minimize as many factors as possible. The more we have, the greater chance of crashing. And the ones we have control over in this situation is our braking and our situational awareness. Smart rider. Seek out and recognize hazardous situations like intersections. Maintain your fundamental skills like progressive brake pressure. And then obviously wear some gear. Acquire and utilize personal protective equipment. We just witnessed a crash. Let's go ahead and rescue this rider. And then hopefully in some empathetic way, teach and maybe mentor this rider into doing the right thing. Damn, it's like I designed it to fit almost every single kind of crash and close call. Amazing. I'll give myself that. I want to have a good day. I'm gonna let my ego happen just a little bit. But good lifting, though, with the legs, not the back.
Yeah, I probably got a little bit,
You alright?
Oh, let's go ahead and increase the volume. That looks slippery. This is probably ice. There's probably ice on the road. There's nothing you could have done. Absolutely nothing. That looks like ice. Yeah. Nothing. Absolutely nothing. But the thing is, based on smart rider principles, what do you have just in case? Personal protective equipment. Uh-oh, somebody crashed into the guardrail. Doesn't look too bad. If people are walking around, it looks like the bike has got most of it. Armando, how do I maintain this beard? Pure testosterone. Don't touch the hot part. Watch where you're putting your hands. Do you see that? You see the guy on the right, on the rear tire? What are you doing there? Are you pushing on the rotor and the chain, or no, the chain's on the other side. Are you pushing on the rotor? Dude, that rotor is like 1,000 degrees. Careful where you push, guys. Careful where you push. Got full gear, though. He's got full gear. That saved him. Saved him. Swing arm? Oh, okay. Still got to be careful. Alrighty. What do we got here? Oh, okay, okay. Swerved. Oh, pay attention to what's in front, though. He dumped the bike. He dumped the bike beforehand. He applied a lot of brake pressure. It's basically what's been happening. 6 new members today, guys. 6 new members. Become a member by clicking the link in the chat or clicking the join button, which is right next to the subscribe button. It helps out the channel so much. I'm going to tell you guys right now. Here's why it helps out. Take a quick look. This video already got demonetized. We're live. Already got demonetized. So when you guys become members, it bypasses all that, and I don't have to worry about that kind of stuff. So thank you to all the members that are here in the Chitty Chat or just became one and just wanted to support. Thank you so much. I'm hungry too. Nikki's making a bondigas. Controlled chaos is because of the crashes. He's got engine guards. Oh shoot, his leg. Whoa, look at his foot. Look at his foot. I hope that's not broken. You're talking about food in the Discord? Ooh, baby. See, thank you. I appreciate it, guys. Thank you. Dodie, we just talked to Ride Now, and they're gonna pick up her bike because it needs a new rear tire. It has a nail in it. I accidentally did that when I rode to class one day and found a nail in it. So yeah, we're getting it picked up, I believe Friday, to get her back on the bike. Pancake, ooh. Caught in the bars probably. Hopefully didn't pull any tendons. Anyways, we're gonna be moving forward on this one. I don't know. That's just a straight loss of traction. But the thing is, take a look at what hit. Okay, so those of you that want a half helmet or don't like to wear a helmet, There's your jaw that just got ripped off. You broke your jaw. It's wired shut. Have fun drinking through a straw for the next 6 to 12 weeks. Pow! Right in the kisser. Domac. Thank you. Oh. Not much you could have done in that situation. That you got to wear gear. That's what it really comes down to it. Wear full gear. After that hit, should the helmet be replaced? Yes. Yes. That helmet did its job. You got to get a new one. Yeah, probably uneven. All right, what's going to happen? Oh, I've seen this one. He's going to crash into the... He's going to T-bone somebody. All right. Stampy! Yeah, baby. All right, so there's a lot of front-end damage. His legs are probably hurting. His hip is probably hurting. He hopefully doesn't have a... Oh, yeah. His low back. That's lumbar spine. It sucks to see because you're riding with your friend, and look at, he hasn't moved. Ambulance showed up. He hasn't moved. He just hit him in the head. Oh my gosh, they're just gonna pick him up? No C-spine precautions. He's literally complaining of lower back pain. Oh my gosh, that looks painful. Speed limit. Think we could do barbecue in the crew lounge next week? Ooh wee. Yeah. We definitely can. Of course. Oh man. Yeah, I'm gonna skip that one. I've already did a review on it. All right, roundabout. Good job watching for pedestrians. Oh, but that's the sad part about this.
Sérieusement.
360 situational awareness. You gotta watch out.
Ils sont prioritaires.
10 new members today, guys. Woo! Follow me on Twitter.
Devam edin, devam.
Oh no. Oh. People not paying attention. Oh, he's gonna hit the sign. Those guardrails are sharp too. They're very sharp.
Şey var mı?
Is there a laceration on that right arm? That's what I'm concerned. Mechanism of injury is gonna dictate some of that.
Kanka dur, bekle. Dur şu direksiyonu aç. Kaldır. Allah.
Yeah, if you're a member and you have Discord, sync up your YouTube.
Putain.
Devam. Devam edin, devam.
So not paying attention. This is one of those situations where there's no communication. And if you don't know how to use hand signals with your communication for a group ride, you really need to learn how to do that. Or you grab yourself a Cardo Pack Talk Bold or Slim or Freecom or whatever. Grab yourself one of these things, guys. That way you can communicate what your intentions are, what you need to do, and it allows people to do what they need to do. That's the whole point of communication, okay? Would you rather talk with hands when you're riding, or would you rather talk with your mouth like you typically do? Do that. Grab yourself one right there. Link is in the description. You're going to get a discount automatically when you do the checkout. Thank you, Cardo, for sponsoring. But that's would hopefully prevented that, because this looks like a communication error. It doesn't look like it's going to be a braking problem or you know, a swerving problem. It's definitely a gear problem. But the whole fundamental skills might have been there. There's just a lot of confusion. A lot of smart people, a lot of really talented people can mess up if there's not good communication, okay? I don't know why we're on the side of the road, so maybe they're wondering, why are we going to the side of the road? Why are we doing this? And it's just miscommunication everywhere. Grab yourself a Cardo. And with this, though, you're going to start to crash a little bit, and you got to watch out for all these injuries. So that's why you need to be a smart rider. You know, acquire and utilize personal protective equipment. And this guardrail is very sharp. So when you have this guardrail right here, this lip right here, very sharp. If you run your finger across it, ooh, you're going to get tetanus. So be very careful with that. You're going to slice that finger up. So the fact that you reach over and fall over, you can easily cut yourself. I did a medical review of that, and somebody actually did that. They sliced their arm. So you might want to check it out. I think the thumbnail is like the guy's on the ground. He's like, ow, ow. He's doing that. I think he got demonetized too because it showed blood. But moving forward a little bit, you got to be very careful with that, okay? Not a good situation to be in, especially if you're the cause of it by being on the side of the road and be like, hey, guys, pull over here last second. That's not what a good leader is supposed to be doing. You need to have good communication when it comes to that. So that rider right there is not feeling too good, possibly got injured, possibly ligaments, tendons, all those things got lacerated because of that stuff. Terrence, welcome. Kristen, welcome. Woo.
Tamam abi yolda alırsın o tabandan. Tamam hallederiz.
Oh, watch in front of you.
Arkasına gireceğim. Ya hayvan ya.
Yeah, that's why you don't do that.
Gireceğim dedim girdi ya.
Not very situationally aware on that one, huh? Not very situationally aware. I see a lot of new members in the Discord. Love it. Oh, high side. Those are bad. Those are real bad. Lots of impacts. Not sponsored by K&N. Oh, no. Check your buddy. It looks like it's on top of him. No. Maybe the helmet was underneath. He had a jacket, so he had personal protective equipment, so that's good. So that is what's called a high side. So a low side, you start to lose traction, then you fall down. Like, so if you're turning right, you fall in because your tires kept going and they slid out from underneath you. With a high side, it starts to fall down and slides out from underneath you, but then it grabs and then it flips you and just launches you the other way. High sides are very bad because you're going to have that massive impact. So you're going to be launched and you're going to be like doing this almost, or you're going to be flying like this way, and you're going to have that impact. All the forces were basically transmitted into you. So now you're launched through air, and now you're going to hit. When it comes to a low side, you just kind of, it still hurt. It's still painful with the impacts, but when you hit, now you're already like almost gently compared to a high side on the ground, and now you slide. The impacts and sliding and the tumbling happens when it comes to those high sides. Will with the $5, baby. Thank you so much. Thoughts on the Ninja 400? Picking mine up in a couple weeks for the first bike. Great bike. Ninja 400, that's all you're going to need for a while. And if you ever decide to go upgrade, the thing is, see if you can keep the 400 and turn that into a track bike. You know what I mean? You're going to love the 400. Since it's your first bike, go ahead and get some sliders. Go ahead and get some gear. Go ahead and get the fun little things. Grab yourself a rock form, all that stuff. So we're going to be moving forward right here. And there's the turn. Okay, the turn came up. Okay, you can see the road a little bit right there. And the turn is right here. So like that's kind of where we need to be going. That's kind of like what the road looks like. Okay, so that's what we have to do. But we're not very set up for this at all. Typically, now they say you do outside, inside, outside. And that's fine if you want to go fast. But it also, here's the thing, it gives you the best vision. Going outside, inside, outside gives you the best vision. So I like doing that. But I don't need to go as fast to utilize that much vision. So it's up to you to do outside, inside, outside. I like to go in the middle because it still gives me the best space cushions to every corner, every side. But the thing is, I'm already slowing down. So I'm already slowing down prior to this. I'm doing slow look, press, and roll. I'm doing all those different things. So then I can easily maintain my path of travel through this road. I think what happened here is that we're hauling butt. We're not paying attention. It came up on us too quick. We didn't see it. We also have signage saying do not enter. Maybe we assumed we can keep going this way, but it says do not enter, so we have a big problem. Scooby Moto with the 14.9. Keep on keeping on, brother man. Thank you so much for the 14.99. I appreciate it. But maybe he saw it too late and has to do a very quick swerve, so he applied a lot of brakes, maybe lost a little traction, gained traction, and got flipped over. Whew. There's a lot that goes into something like this, guys. And the main thing, now that we understand all these different factors, all these different things, and there are going to be a lot more that we can't see, the thing is we need to start working backwards. What is the massive problem that if we get rid of that factor, it sets us up for success? Speed. Too much speed. Too little speed can be a problem too. The right amount of speed, that Goldilocks speed, is what's important. So too much, going too fast, caused a lot of this. So for those of you that are new riders that just got a Ninja 400, don't go so fast. It's okay to go a little bit slower than maybe you should, because you can maintain that and you can navigate that. If you go too fast, good luck. So when you hear that, how about we just ride underneath our total 100% ability, okay? We don't go to the gym and max out every day. We go to the gym and progressively overload to get bigger, stronger, whatever it is you want to do. That's what you need to do when it comes to riding. Progressive overload. So you're getting, and do it in a parking lot when you're training. Out on the ride, you're just going 70% of your max skill. That's it, 70%. Because if something like this happens, hopefully that 30% kicks in. You don't want to be doing 100% skill all the time, and then something unexpected happens, and now you have no skill left. You see what I mean there? Maintain your skills. You keep increasing your skills, so your 70% is different than somebody else's 70%. My 70% is different than somebody that's brand new. So my 70% might be their 150%. That's why you don't ride to somebody else's ability. That's why if you're a brand new rider, you're not riding with your friend that is a crazy good rider and trying to maintain and keep up with him. And if you're that crazy good rider that has experience and you're taking somebody that is brand new to riding, you do not ride to your ability. You ride to their ability. It's very important to do that. Very important to do that. That's why you're a smart rider. You're teaching and mentoring another rider. You're not going to teach and mentor another rider by going super fast, because then they crash. Smart rider principles. It's like I designed this for a reason. Oh, that's a little dot. So this is going to be a high side right here. So you're going to have your hands being put down like this. That's why you need to wear full gear, guys. Full gear. Okay? Very hard impact. You're going to have a lot of abrasions, but the main thing is those impacts. You're going to hit elbows, shoulders, knees, hips, head, back, maybe your chest if you don't cover it. Your legs are going to get mashed up and hit. That's why you need to wear gear and have impact protection. It looks like they do have it. So maybe he's able to walk away from it, but this bike wasn't able to, and I'd rather not have to deal with this. I'd rather just be a smart rider. I think we'll just power through this one. 12 new members today. Guys, if you want a Bluetooth system, click the link in the chat. And did I just run over somebody? Yeah, you did. Click the link in the chat, and you're going to get the discount. Can't tell exactly what happened. Not much we could do on this one. Bad view, bad everything, I can't tell. Probably got cut off. Oh, there's impact. It's a T-bone. It's a T-bone. Ay. Got T-boned. Motorcyclist ran into the side of him. Oh, too fast. Maybe windy. Gotta watch out for that. Oh, his gloves flew off. Good retention system would help. Ay. We don't know what happened before that. So maybe it was too fast. Maybe it was too fast. Oh, that's a good screenshot. Guys, just want to say thank you so much for being amazing. 12 new members today. We had like 460 people in class. Before you take off, sign into today's class. If you like what we do here, help support this channel by clicking the links in the description, whatever it is you want. We have the motorcycle beginners guide. We have the free Discord. We have the memberships on this channel. Hit the subscribe button. If you're not a subscriber, I post like 3 or 4 videos a day. I understand you're going to see them on your timeline anyways. You don't have to subscribe, but just do it. It helps out the channel. It does. Cardo is a great sponsor. Rockform is a great sponsor. REVZILLA is a sponsor. Accident Management class, you get $5 off using my code. I don't get paid for that. It's just a discount to you. Guys, we have so much, and it's only happening because of your support, and I really do appreciate it. I can keep doing this pretty much full time. So thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. Master Bory, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. But here's the thing. Discord is absolutely free. Join the Discord. I'll see you guys around. This is the main Discord area. I'm going to go ahead and go to the crew lounge. This is the crew lounge. Let's look at a trending GIF. There we go. Is it a GIF? I'm sorry, GIF. It's a trending GIF. Join the Discord. If you are a YouTube member, if you are a member, you get access to this crew lounge. Only members get access to this crew lounge. I know, I'm sorry. Questionable, maybe. Why do you have to be so confusing? Questionable, maybe. I know, the creator of the GIF calls it a GIF. It's true. I would love to, Richard. I would love to.